We got a mythic drop coming this week. And what does that even mean? I'm gonna tell you. I will cover everything that you need to know about mythic guns, starting with what they do, how much they cost, how they are different from the legendary guns, and how legendary guns are also different from epic guns, and how those different from the regular guns. So, get comfortable. I'm going to cover everything, and if I forget anything, feel free to ask, and I'll cover it in the next one. Here we are in the Gunsmith. This is your regular classic ASVAL. This is where you're familiar with customizing all of your attachments, as well as you can customize your camo by clicking the button right behind me with the arrow pointing to it. You can select your completionist camos as well as your rare and uncommon camos that you may have picked up in the credit store or in crates. Alright, and here we are on an epic. This is available in the Gunsmith by selecting the blueprints, and if you have any blueprints, you'll be able to click on one. The differences between the epics and the other guns, first off, you'll notice is the preset attachments. It comes with certain attachments right away. You don't have to level the gun up to get it. Very, very helpful for certain attachments that are always at the end of guns, like the tactical lasers. If you can find a blueprint that has it, it will save you some time and make that gun more viable right away. Another thing that separates the epics from the regular guns is they often will have the kills broadcast with effects, and right below I have put an example of what that looks like. This is not the kill effect that you're seeing, it's actually the kill feed. You get your name highlighted, usually with the same color of the epic gun. And also lastly, one of the differences that you usually see sometimes with epics versus regular guns is an animated skin, like an animated type of camo. Alright, here we have a legendary gun. This is also available by selecting in the blueprints, but the differences between this and the epics are a few things, and I'll go over them. Number one is reactive camo. Legendary guns start to have reactive camo dependent on the certain number of kills that you have in the match. The gun will behave differently. Another thing legendaries have, of course, that epic guns do not, is those death effects, the kill effects like I talked about. You're probably gone up against somebody before that turned you into something that you wondered what in the heck just happened. That's because it's more than likely a legendary gun, and that is where these effects are found. Okay, now we're here on a mythic gun. I'm going to go over the differences and everything you need to know if you're thinking about acquiring one. First thing you'll know that is different is that it looks a bit better. It's going to have an interactive moving part during the game that's not dependent on the number of kills per se, in addition to reacting differently as you get more kills throughout the game. First thing you'll know that is different is that it looks a bit better. It's going to have an interactive moving part during the game that's not dependent on the number of kills per se, in addition to reacting differently as you get more kills throughout the game. And with the Mythic, as you level it up, as part of the levels, you get access to customizable Mythic attachments. You can see the OWC Ranger stock and the YKM Combat stock. Those individual attachments are skinned, so as you customize the gun, it still maintains that sleek, awesome look, as opposed to with the legendary guns. Those look awesome, but they don't change. Like if you take the stock off of that ICR1 that I showed you, it has default look option locked. You cannot uncheck that and start customizing how the legendary guns look, and that is something you can do with the Mythics. And Mythics also have a difference that right up there, you are able to click that kill effect and choose between a number of kill effects, depending on what Mythic level the gun is, as well as also the muzzle flash. So you have some more customization. I'm going to go ahead and take a look now at these Mythic levels. Take a look at what we get in each level as you level the gun up, how many Mythic cards it costs to level the gun up in each level, and how to obtain those Mythic cards and how much CP you're looking at to do so. So I have the Holger 26 from this week's Mythic drop right here on the screen, and this is the actual levels of what is included with each Mythic level of this gun. Now I am including my personal Mythic costs of what it cost me to level up the ASVAL for each of these levels, and each of the tiers was also very similar, the similar style attachments. So I have no reason to think that these costs are going to be different, but just letting you know exactly where they came from. And that being said, the first mythic level of the Holger 26 is the unique sticker. And it looks like that one is going to cost 20 mythic cards to obtain. Mythic level number 2 looks like it is a unique muzzle flash. It's kind of that cross. It looks pretty cool when it comes out. That one is 100 mythic cards to upgrade. Unique death effect, we get it at level 3. This one's pretty cool, and it's going to cost 240 mythic cards. Okay, mythic level 4. Here's where you start to get some of the attachment skins that are mythic that I talked about. This one comes with 5 of them, and that is why it is 540 mythic cards to upgrade here to this level 4. Number 5 is a unique charm. Not that great, but thankfully only 90 mythic cards. For Mythic Level 6, it's another unique muzzle flash. This one's pretty sweet. 120 Mythic cards for this level. For Mythic Level 7, you get another unique death effect. This one is way cooler. It costs you 250 Mythic cards. Okay, and for Mythic Level 7 to 8, you're getting a handful of those Mythic attachments again, but it costs you 640 Mythic cards to level out this thing at the max. So all totaled, to get this thing leveled all the way from 0 to 8, maxed out mythic level, it's going to cost a total of 2,000 mythic cards. Go ahead and take a look at the breakdown right behind me. It shows each level how many mythic cards it's going to cost. A good thing to know when you go in and start leveling this thing up. So 2,000 mythic cards. Let's go ahead and work off of that to give you an idea of what you will go through to obtain that. I'm going to show you my personal results when I obtained the 2,000 mythic cards with the ASVAL from a couple seasons ago, and exactly how many crates it cost me and how many CP it cost me. Here it is. You remember we needed 2,000 mythic cards. I went in the ASVAL, I bought 11 bundles of the 10 mythic card crates at 1440 CP, and it left me a little bit short, so I had to buy 4 singles at 160 CP each. That gave me a total of 113 mythic card crates that it cost me last time. And the total amount of CP that it cost to buy those crates, 13,180 CP. Results absolutely may vary because the mythic card crates are a gamble. Oh, there you have it. I mean, that's a lot of CP to get all of the mythic upgrades. You know you aren't able to use more than one death effect in one loadout at a time. However, it is nice to be able to switch up because sometimes, you know, options are good, right? I think I covered about all there was to know before you go into a mythic gun experience. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. I will help you out to the best that I can. And as crazy as that all sounds, here's a screenshot of my inventory. I am all set and ready to go for this week's mythic drop. Please tune into the channel. I will show you everything there is to see as that gun comes into our game. Thank you so very much. I am Webby Bird. Have a good one.